What's up guys, Josh from Strength Side. Today we're gonna go over 3 exercises that you can use to test your back health, and then you can also use them to improve it as well. So the reason I love these exercises is because doing them is gonna give you a big indicator of where you have limitation, what might be causing pain for you, or why you're just not functioning that great. But then the same exercises you can use to just improve upon those limitations that you have, okay? So let's get to it. First, we're just gonna run through a little cat-cow here, right? So we fully flex the spine, we tuck the hips, tuck the chin, and then push the belly up to the ceiling or the sky, right? And then we fully extend the spine by arching the pelvis, driving the belly button downwards, looking up, right? So right off the bat, if you have a big limitation in one of these, right? Let's say you can do this, and then when you go to round, you only get here, right? And your lower back doesn't really round. Then that's a big clue right there that you need to be training that flexion more, right? And the same thing goes for the other. You can do this, basically put your back all the way to the ceiling, then you go to extend and you're like, you know, not getting any extension here. Once again, big clue of what we're missing, right? Something to train to get better, and you can train it with just the stuff that we're doing right now. So the next one that I talked about was side flexion, right? Can you kind of turn the shoulder and the hip together here? And this one's harder to see a big limitation, right? But you'll be able to feel it. Now, years back, I noticed that I had a big imbalance. My left one, I could not, it didn't feel like this was working right, where my right just moved very smoothly, my left one didn't, right? So I found that I had some issues with kind of engaging this part of my core here and getting that side flexion, right? And once I did that, my spine kind of evened out and it felt a lot better, okay? So that's number 2. Now number 3 is that rotation, right? So we can go here. You're gonna start with your elbow down towards your wrist, and then we're gonna rotate up and try to get that elbow up to the ceiling as high as you can, right? Oh. Now I find a lot of the time I'll have people come in that have really stiff back, and it'll look something like this, right? Their elbow doesn't even get much past their shoulder. If you find that you have that much of a limitation there, then it means that you're definitely stiff, right? And we need to free up some of that thoracic spine for your back to be able to kind of work properly, right? A lot of this hunchback position comes more from this thoracic rounding, and one of the ways that you can free up some of that is by adding some rotation to it, right? If you get better rotation, you can extend the thoracic spine much better. So these are usually the 3 main things that I'm gonna check if somebody comes into the gym and has back pain going on. We're gonna see where the limitation is, and then we're gonna try to improve on that. So use these exercises today. Guys, you can sign up for our back tips package that has like 5 or 6 videos on a lot of the same stuff we're talking about here, about being able to have proper range of motion in the spine, and then also being able to stabilize it too, right? Because that's what makes a healthy spine and back, is if you have the proper ranges, but you can also engage the proper muscles to stabilize what you're doing as well. That's the video, guys. Make sure that you join the Strength Side, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.